All right, y'all. Welcome back to another trade, another loss. I guess that's what I'm gonna name this YouTube channel after today. It's okay, but today's trade was super textbook. All right, I'm gonna run y'all through it really quick. Going into news. All right, no news. All right, um, doesn't really induce any volatility or anything like that. Okay, so going over to trading view. All right, this is the whole trade idea for today. All right, it is unfortunate, but it's just part of the process. You're just going to take some losses that meets all your criteria and it just doesn't play out. All right, that's just the name of the game sometimes. All right, but looking at this on the hourly, okay, I want to talk about a few things. Okay, coming into this, I am pretty neutral. All right, I'm kind of waiting for one of these sessions to either get hit. All right, I want to see either London low get swept or Asia low get swept. With that, I'll have a bias in mind. But coming into this, I'm pretty neutral. All right, so going down and then hopping into market open. All right, first candle kind of just rips down. Okay, I'm gonna kind of speed through this to show you guys something right here. All right, we have this SMT. All right, NQ comes and we sweep Asia low. All right, ES is kind of still chopping around in this range, and ES has now swept London high. All right, so they're kind of on different wavelengths. As you can see, ES is just chopping around. Right, NQ has finally swept this. And that is kind of exactly what I wanted to see, right? We swept liquidity, right? I'm assuming we filled orders, and we've also formed this order block right here, all right? And now I'm waiting for price to retap back into this and break out with buying power, okay? This is really textbook, all right? So at this point in time, I'm waiting for us to tap EQ. I want to say this next candle right here, yeah, bam, taps it perfectly, maybe a point away from EQ. Literally could not get any better than that, all right? So with this, I scale down and I'm looking for buying power and a break of structure out of this. Okay, that is exactly what we get. All right, kind of chopping it for a little bit, and bam, we break structure completely. All right, and at this point in time, I want to say I took it on this candle right here. This point in time, all right, we're in the trade. Okay, stop loss is going below the order block right here, and full TP. One thing I want to say about this, all right, NQ and ES are a little far off from each other. All right, NQ is a lot closer to all-time highs. We're about 200, yeah, around 200 points away from all-time highs. Now, we do have this hourly and 4-hour for value gap below us, and then we have all-time highs above us, all right? Both sources of liquidity were pretty relatively, I guess, even away from each other, right? But this is going to be my target, right? I want to come out and take all-time highs again. But as far as this trade setup, I just wanted to come out and take out London high. Okay, so with this ratio, we had about a 10 points above that. We had about a 1 to 1.3. Okay, I like the ratio. I like the setup. All right, it's textbook. All right, we smack EQ. We're breaking out with buying power. This looks beautiful. All right, and it just did not play out. All right, guys. Kind of just chopped around, break even for a little bit, and then stopped us out. Really unfortunate. Okay. Now, I really like to say, just take one trade a day, but if it presents itself, definitely not scared to take another one. So we have this 1 hour and 4 hour for value gap that we could potentially bounce off of, fill some orders, and then continue in the direction towards all-time highs, or we could just ram through it, right? And so in my mind, I'm marking out a few internal lows in case we do decide to just fully ram through this hour and 4 hour for value gap. All right, kind of just waiting, seeing what price gives me, and we just ram through it. Okay, and with this, there was no other entry. We were so close to these lows that we are just so close to all of the daily objectives. We've already taken out our sources of liquidity. We're starting to lose a little bit of volatility. These candles are getting a little smaller. So with that, came to the decision that I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. Right, I'm just gonna wait 22 hours. You're going to get another chance to do this. All right, and we're going to have a lot better probability. All right, we're going to have more volatility at 8:30 tomorrow than we do here at 10 o'clock. Right, we're going to have daily objectives that need to be taken out, right? So with that being said, one trade and done for the day. Total P&L actually kind of a blessing in disguise. Only entered for about $600 of risk on the table. All right. Immediately I was going to enter for one more, and then one black candle just ripped down, and I was already down like $150 weighted on that. So I actually didn't lose as much as I wanted to today. Really wanted to risk around $900. So that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We took a small loss today. It's fine. We can make it all back tomorrow. But with that being said, that's it, right? It just didn't play out. And yeah, as far as looking at this, market just kind of dumped today. There was really only 2 entries I saw. Now we did have this 15-minute for value gap that we did tap into after breaking out the order block and coming into that. That was one potential. And then we also had this over here around 12 o'clock, this 5-minute for value gap here, tapped into it, sold out of it with buying power. But that's really about it for today. All right. It just didn't play out. Tomorrow will be a better day, right? So with that being said, on the week, did not trade yesterday. We took one loss. We are down P&L $600 for the week. It's fine. It is what it is. But with that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully it's a better day. All right, guys, take care.